When people listen to all of this, they say, great, I get on top of the mental challenges, the emotional challenges, but the bottom line is I'm not making enough money relative to my
Yeah.
costs. It's basic arithmetic right now. Even
Yeah.
if I do everything that Jessica's teaching effectively, how do I build up my down payment fund? How do I handle this new high cost of living in this crazy housing
Yeah.
market, et cetera? What do you say to those people?
Yeah, I mean that's a common story I hear often. But when you just start kind of going and spiraling and be like, well, everything's impossible, then you get into this place of just despair. Like, what's the point? And we never want to get into that place. It's hard to get out, and it's a very strong emotion. And when you are living in despair, there's no space for hope. And that means if you don't have hope, then there's no motivation to take any kind of action. You've got to believe that even though things are maybe not where you want them to be now, baby steps will allow you to improve your situation. A lot of people who are younger may not think that, and I totally get it because I also felt the same thing when I was that age. But I will say that you have to focus on what can I control? What do I not have control over and I have to just let go of? And sometimes you have to do head down, eyes on your own paper and just do the work and give it a few years to see the progress you've made. But if you just kind of throw your hands up and say, well, it's impossible, I'll never be a homeowner, like nothing's worth it, blah, blah, blah. And then you just keep doing what you're doing, which maybe is overspending and you're not paying attention to paying off your debts and you're not putting anything into savings and investments, you're going to be in the exact same space, if not a worse place in a few years. We want to do better. And so you've got to recognize, okay, what can I do? And so it's very slow at first. And that's the hardest part when you want to see instant results.
Right.
It really isn't until you get to a certain tipping point. And for me, I'd say maybe it was after 5 or 6 years that I'm like, oh, wow, hello. That's kind of crazy. Look at these things compound. Look at the progress. And then you can kind of, then you start believing things that people have been telling you for years. You're like, if you just do this, this, and this, you're going to see over time it's going to be worth it. But you have to, again, going back to patience, you've got to be patient.